Mississippi Caving Club wants to invite all to the 1994 NSS convention at Brandywine, Delaware. You will receive a friendly welcome to our first state. Delaware is small, but beautiful. In the gift shop, you can obtain the official convention t-shirt.
Because of a paucity of formations in Delaware caves, Delaware cavers have traveled worldwide to purchase formations to bring back to decorate Delaware caves. Here, Ed LaRock, formerly Commander Cody caver, but now with the Colorado Grotto, is purchasing cave formations in the state of Kentucky, where they have extra.
Ray, you've led us to another one of the caves of Delaware. Can you tell us a little bit about this area?
Well, we're in the Swift County Park, Newcastle County Park, and this particular area has had a lot of sinkhole collapse over the past couple years. In fact, this is the Delaware analog of the Mitchell Plain of Indiana. And if we can get Art Palmer to come out here on the convention, maybe we can get him to do an additional doctoral dissertation in this particular area.
Maybe so. I'm ready to go in and enter this cave, Ray.
Well, it looks like DelDOT, you know, the Delaware Department of Transportation has beat us to it, Bill, and they've filled this in, but I still see some signs of sinking here. Okay. I have the rope ready in case, you know, you get down there and need some vertical assistance.
Okay, I'll try to make a first descent here.
All right, sounds good to me.
Well, that's it, Ray. That seems to be the cave.
Jump up and down, Bill.
I think I've just about doubled the depth of this cave.
I think you're making progress, though. Oh, I see it moving, Bill.
That's right.
Continue.
Throw me the rope, Ray!
Because of the enthusiastic reception that NS Cavers received in the Indiana convention, the city of Newark has gone all out for welcoming the cavers and has established a series of NSS-owned caves throughout the city. These caves will be available for both cavers and cave divers to explore. Safety cones will be set up around some of these to allow safe access during peak traffic hours.
Send your registration early to the 1994 convention, Newark Sewer System, City Hall, Newark, Delaware, 19711.
Yeah, this is Sinks of the Run, and as the name will imply, obviously looking down on the upsides here, the water, when it's after a good rain anyway, tremendous volumes of water come through here. So this is basically a swallow hole entrance. And today we'll get wet up to about here, but there are lots of times when wetsuits and all that, so we're going to get a lucky shot at what we're seeing today. Did everybody see the little salamander larvae that are here and the water striders? And I think there was a crayfish in here. There's several there. Good. Okay, yeah, great. I think one of the things to think about these organisms is that for the most part they're scavengers or opportunists. A little bit of organic matter and they're happy. They're not that much of a specialist as feeders.
Yeah, they move fast.
Well, he's shocked.
Cricket right next to him.
Traumatized.
You guys see a little cricket that's right next to him, a little fly, teeny little one? Can you guys see that right by his head? And his mouth opens and out comes fire. You gotta close enough view.
Dave, how much did you pay that salamander?
Placed in there, it's all.
You seen any of the isopods? Well, isopods are flattened top to bottom, and amphipods are flattened laterally or side to side.
Well, I see a white amphipod here.
Do you? Great, that's Stegobromys. If we can get it, I don't know, you don't have any tools
I
up here,
think I've
do
got
you?
another, but it's in a really shallow, tiny pool.
Okay. This is a millipede, troglodytic one.
What do we got here, Herb?
This is the troglodytic amphipod. This is called Stigobromus. This is the other one that's found in here. Don't really know why this one's here as opposed to being lacking in Sibley 3, but they share the same stream as the Gammarus minus.
Oh, okay, now that's only where you can place them on.
Do you have any of the Stigobromus here, or is it all?
It's all Gammarus, as far as I know. Put it that way. Oh boy.
No, I didn't either.
One more. On there.
It was time to go, so we started out for the surface. We had seen life in the cave we'd never seen before, even though it had been there all along. We were all determined to observe more carefully in the future.
They're ready to go in.
Our story begins with the intrepid cavers heading for the Wildcat entrance to Culberson Creek Cave. Out of the 10 or so entrances to the 17-mile Culberson system, they know that the Wildcat entrance is by far the easiest route to Death Canyon and their ultimate goal, Death Siphon. The cavers start down Death Canyon. They have about 2,000 feet of sinuous canyon passage to traverse before they can start looking for the expected virgin passage on the other side of Death Siphon. This is one of the only formations in Death Canyon, but it is quite impressive. About 800 feet into Death Canyon is the only major side lead. Williams Passage takes off to the right and leads to thousands of feet of passage, some of which is quite large. The end of this lead has not yet been found, but Williams Passage is another story for another time.
Our underground world is filled with ancient curiosities, and visiting this subterranean world is a journey back through time. A period when single droplets of rain sank into the earth, picking up minerals and carrying them deep beneath the surface, later to redeposit them in unique shapes and designs. 400 million years of change to create sculptures that only form in underground air-filled chambers. Empirical statues that have stood motionless in absolute blackness for eons. At last being bathed in light, these marvelous formations radiate the age-old patience that went into their creation. Works of art that would go unappreciated until the arrival of modern man. Very near and still deeper underground is a liquid-filled history book. A text with ancient creatures frozen in sediment from a never-remembered era, slowly being excavated by nature's most patient archaeologist, water. Join us now for a tour into the lifeblood of Jackson County. Like Cousteau, cave divers do not come to conquer, but to admire millions of years of artistry and beauty. Few could tell you exactly why they are compelled to dare this activity, but a common factor is elation. There is a tremendous amount of respect and reverence that all feel, for these divers are penetrating a fortress of time, a trove of secrets that have been kept hidden since the beginning.